Hi, I wanted to do a little recap of the Woodlands Half Marathon just because it was such a special race for me. We came away with a lifetime PR, so I will explain how the race went, how I was feeling, the good things, the bad things, and why this PR is so important to me. So I ran the Woodlands Half Marathon on March 1st of 2025. It was my 7th half marathon. So let's go back to race morning. It was pretty good weather. I would say it was probably in the 50s when we woke up. Got up around 5 a.m., had some water, ate my Cheerios, had some coffee, just got ready like I normally do. And we were super close to the start line. So the race started at 6:50. I had to be in the corral by 6:45. I ended up leaving my hotel at 6, I think, and just walking over to the start line, which was also helpful just to kind of like get some of that energy out. I did take a Never Second C30 gel, maybe 15-ish minutes before the start. And then I was also just kind of sipping on some water as I was walking over, and I had my handheld filled up with Element for the race itself. Probably should have done a better warm-up. That's my first, should have of the day. Gun went off, race started great. I am the type of person that easily gets swept up in the crowd. And so I like to really pull it back and really take it slow just so that I'm not overextending myself too early in a race. Now I went into this race going for like a 2:05 to 2:10 time, like anything under 2:10, I was going to be super happy. So I knew that I needed to be somewhere around 9:50 per mile, somewhere in there. First mile, fine. Things are a little crowded anyways. I ended up running like a 9:44. So I knew in my brain that I was like, I cannot go any faster than this. We need to keep it, higher than 9:40s. Otherwise, I didn't know what was going to happen. Mile 2 was 9:39. I was feeling really, really good. And then mile 3 ended up running a 9:48. So that was like a really nice first 5K. The sun was still not up yet, so it was really nice and cool still. Wasn't like overextended, wasn't overly breathing. My heart rate was in a good range. Also, at the half hour mark, I took another Never Second C30. Move on to mile 4, 9:40. Rocking it. Don't want to go any faster than that. Mile 5 got interesting. Mile 5 was an average about 9:41, but we started to hit some pretty elongated, I would say like rolling inclines. I knew that it was like mostly flat, but I think I underestimated the course profile. Mile 6 was an average of 9:32. Clearly we were on the downhill. Took my second gel at the hour mark. I think that gel was actually a caffeinated gel. I'm sipping on my handheld with Element. Around this point is when I should have stopped at a water stop and filled up my handheld, even though it wasn't empty. Like I should have just topped it off. And I probably should have made a bathroom stop. Mile 7 was 9:35. It was beautiful. Like even though the sun was coming out, we were pretty shaded by the trees on either side of the course. Around mile 8 is where things started to get a little bit dicey. In terms of pacing myself, I was doing a good job. Mile 8 was about 9:23. I knew in these last couple of miles, I wanted to slowly inch it up if I was feeling okay. But I started to notice that I was chafing in between my thighs, which it was okay. And then it started to get painful. And so I did luckily have a little packet that had a anti-chafe wipe in it. And so as I'm trying to run, I'm trying to open the thing, it's really greasy, so it was all over my hands. I was trying to rub it on my inner thighs while I was running. In hindsight, I should have just stopped and taken 20 seconds to just make sure I got good coverage. I got good enough where it was helping a little bit, but it did not last until the end of the race. Mile 9 hit 9:14. I did take a third gel around 9:25. Also, my IT band started to rub on my left. I always get IT band pain, my left side on my outer knee, and it is painful. So I'm really, really, really focusing on my form, trying to squeeze my glutes, trying to pick up my feet, make sure my cadence is even. So we hit mile 10. Mile 10 was a 9:17. I kind of knew okay, if I'm doing 9 times 3 is 27. And then if I want to hit under 2:05, then 2:05 minus 27 minutes and trying to do all that. And then there's the 0.1 and then how much extra have I ran because of the tangents in the race. And it's just difficult to figure it out. So I was trying to tell myself just to like stay calm and try to run as close to 9-minute miles as I could for the last 3. So 9:17, 8:57, 9:02 were my last 3 miles. There was a bridge around mile 12 that we went over, and I was like, I'm gonna pass out or throw up. Like, I think from people running across it, it was just bouncing ever so slightly, and it totally threw off like my inner ear balance, whatever. Like, all of a sudden I was like, oh my God, I have vertigo. I don't know what's happening to me. And then after we got off the bridge, like, I was fine. I think I took a 4th gel in there somewhere. I do not remember where. I just think I remember thinking like, your body is burning so much right now. Like, just put some more in and see what happens. Again, I should have filled up my water bottle and I should have gone to the bathroom, because at this point, I think I ran out of water. And there's no stopping now, because now I know I can like get under my lifetime PR, and I'm close. I'm not stopping. I was a wreck by the end. Like, I was chafing. I had to go to the bathroom. I was just hoping for the finish line. And like the last, I don't know, half mile or so, we were just like weaving through buildings, whatever. And you just like, I couldn't see the finish line. And I knew I was so freaking close. Like, mile 13 hit, and I think my watch said like 2:02 or something. And I was like, okay, this is it. Like, this is it. I don't care how much my body's hurting. If I pee my pants, like, I don't care at this point. We are gonna hit this PR. So I crossed the finish line finally, and I stopped my watch and I saw 2:03:15. And so immediately tried to like check, like, what's my official time? What's my chip time? 2:03:12. And I ran 13.18 miles total. So did pretty good in terms of running the tangents and not running any more than I needed to. And I beat my lifetime PR. The significance of this PR is huge. So I ran the National Women's Half Marathon. I think it was May of 2022. I went out way too fast and I paid the price for it. And I ended up doing a 2:03:42 half. After that, I had a terrible IT band injury. I was out of running for a couple months. And then when I got back in, I really had to like rebuild because I had lost a lot of my fitness. Then in January of 2023, we moved here to San Antonio. I don't know, something just changed. I don't know if it was like getting used to the heat and humidity here, but all of my paces got slower. My heart rate was like way higher. Everything was like totally out of whack. I was running like 2 hours and 30 minutes for my half marathons, which is not a bad time at all. But for me, I am the kind of person who like loves to challenge myself, and I want to beat my own records. And so it was really, really hard to constantly feel like, last year I ran this amazing race, I blew up, and I ran close to a 2-hour half marathon, and now I can't even get close to it. Last March, so March of 2024, I was able to run a 2:15. Coming into this half marathon, like, all I wanted to do was beat that 2:15. And I was okay with like not getting the lifetime PR, knowing that I was like building back all this time and like really trying to get better. But there was somewhere in me that I was like, oh, how amazing would it be to PR? And so I'm just like so incredibly proud of myself for how far I've come in those couple of years. I am not a lifelong runner. I literally just started running in 2021, 2022, like after my son was born. And so the consistency has truly paid off. And so this half marathon win, like, it's just so special. It really, really, really shows me how much hard work it takes, and makes me really proud of all the work that I've put in. But it just makes me realize that like I can shoot for bigger goals. I have my sights set on Berlin. Sky's the limit, I just feel like. So I'm super excited to take a little break, focus on strength training now for a little bit, and then get into Berlin training. That's my half marathon race recap. This medal is so special, and it will go right up there next to my New York City Marathon one. I know that this has been a long time coming, and this PR means so, so much to me. So if you have questions about my half marathon journey, my training, what it was like to run the Woodlands half here in Texas, drop them in the comment section below. And if you're curious about me running the New York City Marathon, I have some great videos about that. And I have a whole playlist that has my week by week training that I did for the 5K and the half. So I will link those as well. That's it for now. I'll see you soon.